Good, man. How'd you feel about that? Yeah. It was good, man. It was a good game to watch, actually. Man, it just helps clean up some of the stuff. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Yeah. Oh, well, go well here. Radio com whenever you're ready. Yep. Just about game time down here on the foreshore. Cottesloe will be kicking off left to right across your screen. A great penultimate round as discussed earlier. A couple of changes in both lineups here this afternoon from previous weeks. Big out for Nedlands. Their fly half, Sheldon Tawira out, Jackson Nielsen in. Good replacement though. Cottesloe get us underway deep. Goes over the top of Nate Roberts' head, so they need to scramble and find this one at the back. Stuck inside there in goal, so they're going to have to work from the extremities early in this game. Pocket and clearing kick from Nielsen. Sits up across the back. McDermott, all good ball across, but eventually gets picked up. Masson will go across the face and just get wrapped up outside the 22. Hoskins, skipper for Cottesloe, takes that one to the line nicely. Nice little jart down the left-hand side. Bit of pace in the play out wide. And first penalty of the afternoon goes the way of Nedlands. There was a lot of support there over the top. But it was the arriving player, 14 off feet, Scott Nickel into the side as well. It's a good little bit of work as they came up inside the 22 there from a great kickoff, but just, yeah, Scott Nickel not getting it right on that occasion, coming through down and off. Nice safe kick just past halfway. The wind here this afternoon has been slowly picking up. It's pretty much laterally across the field from camera position to far side. If anything, favouring towards the right-hand side of the bottom right corner of the field as well. Off over the top of everybody. First line out, not going to plan. Goes to ground eventually. And it comes out on the left-hand side here. Sam Cooper. Roberts at half. Goes for Kiri. Gets held up, a tackle made there, got a release there. Huppertaz does well to let go of things. Nice line speed, Cottesloe, not rushing up too hard, but dealt with well. Pomare on the far side. Zeitzman will have a crack towards the line. Penalty advantage here high. Nate Roberts just trying to dart through the line, trying to create something, gets the offload off, and they're going to touch, come back, high tackle. Just a slip up, not too concerning by the referee there, Sam Jones, for the afternoon. Just setting the standard early on what he would like to see out of these players around those tackles. Good opportunity to kick this one inside the 22. Have first real crack at the defensive patterns here for Nedlands. A win here much will get them firmly into a spot of minor premiers as well. Currently 9 points clear of UWA. Soft throw up at 3, gets lost forward, Cottesloe scrum.
1 inch way, first off hold. In the air.
Throw coming in, just a little bit soft out of the hands. I know it's into the breeze a little bit, but they just look to float up towards the line. Just got stuck up in the air, not much there. Ryan Townsend was up, but still over the top of him. First scrum of the afternoon. This was big last week when we saw Cottesloe and West. Went back and forth all day through changings. Both these packs, some of the stronger ones as well. Tom Sherham out in number 1 for Nedlands on this close left side here, playing loose head. Expect him to try have an impact early. Go straight down, doesn't have an impact there. Lucky the referee's on the wrong side. Gets away with one there. He's going up against the big Kaiser Reedy, who we saw come off the bench last week. Looks a little bit fitter. He's now on the starting lineup. So 3 flat for Nedlands out left. Trying to just chase this one up, expecting something to run straight at them, but our options a little bit wider here if Cottesloe don't want to be so conservative. Rory Edwards into the 9 jersey this week as well for Cottesloe. Hoskins eventually gets it, and they're going to pick it out wider, and they will just crash it straight up. So Redwell, but the offload was fantastic. Straight through the line. Cottesloe first real opportunity of the match. Which way are they going to go? Al Haining just picking which direction he goes. Gets brought down on the 22. No real support to speak of, but they clean through. Edwards is going to have to pick and go himself. They go upside, trying to break through 1 or 2 more tackles there. Zane Henrik gets them into an advantageous position, but turnover should be there, is there. Popped off the deck, and they get away with one there, do Nedlands. They've done really well. Off feet blue. Need to surrender on that occasion. Gee, what a little break. It was a great little pill to get things started, and then just straight through the line. I think it was Panchi Chimera. Wasn't listed on the team list, but then now clearing kick comes. Has made his way into the starting lineup here this afternoon, and he's done well to offload that one. Scott Nickel takes it. Already out of bounds. Thinks about throwing quickly, but doesn't go. Exciting bit of play off the back here. Panchi Chimera gets the ball, and how does he even get this one free? Just manages to throw that on the inside for Al Haney, who was off to the races for a moment there. But he kind of outrun his support a little bit, so he had to go one-on-one through it all. Messy line out, lost forward.
Still in the line, hey?
Exciting start to this game if you're a Cottesloe supporter. It's more of what you want to see all day today. Scrum. See if we can hold it up this time. Referee's going to come look at this side as well. And the feed is with Nedlands. He'll have a little scope. See what happens here.
Bind! Shut!
Nice feed, ball available very easily there for Nedlands. They'll take a crash up through the middle of the field. Not too much on there. Stepping up towards the line. Just a little bit lateral here, trying to figure out which way they want to go. Trying to crack them around the outside. Good little opportunity. Gets slipped off one tackle. Pethrick gets ball for Lovesich on the inside. Nate Roberts keeping it alive really well. Just need to slow back down now. Now they're getting a little bit sloppy with it. That ball out the back, Nielsen wasn't the sharpest. And then securing on the ground. Just need this clean out. Well done, Purcell. They can slow things down now. Townsend pops for Zeitzman on the inside. Tipping across. Over the top. Cottesloe not panicking in defence just yet. Rush defence was good, almost offside. No call from the side, so play on is on the cards for everybody involved. Picking and going through the middle, losing it forward. Edwards just comes across the back. Likes to kick those ones clear, but that one's gone forward. So probably come back for the first scrum off the knock-on. No, going stripped backwards, the justice forward pass Cottesloe. Good little bit of work before there, just comes back. We'll see if it gets stripped out of this one after the fact here. Once they try pick through, is on there, must be a strip. Did go back with some velocity. Third scrum early in the piece here. It was a good run initially in the 12 jersey Nedlands. Amon Madarato.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Doesn't get to Nielsen's hands, gets left behind. Zeitzman left to do the dirty work. Almost from the side there, careful. Just going backwards, this pressure on defense from Cottesloe is good. They're not overshooting, they're just getting up as one. Forming a line, got to be careful there on the side. Upper Taz just a little eager, picking and going, they try to hold it up. No hands now, no, referee says he's won the ball, was beating the ruck. Edwards fires him out left. Good little carry. Not much line speed here from Nedlands. They were just happy to accept that one and eventually Sherrimont bringing to ground, covering across. Edwards on the outside, good little ball for Benjamin Meredith, who just takes it to ground. Early carry for him. Hoskins takes on the line nicely as well. This is just good defense from both sides early on. Huppertaz backstore Camara, but met up at the line. Really nice coverage tackle, Nate Roberts. Not afraid to get out of the line as 9 instead of just floating behind. On the outside, good little offload from Al Haining. And penalty, no roll maybe. Or off feet side, everything just entry, not allowing Cottesloe to win the ball back at that ruck. Just see, yeah, coming around, pushing that pilfer out of the way. Would have been Kirikiri's ball for all money.
Sure, okay, take your point.
Tobias Hoskins, something to say early.
Hey, 15. That's enough for me, thank you. Gotcha.
I love a Sidge copping it from every angle at the moment, just trying to get involved from the back.
Yeah, set the line.
Lost forward at the top. And both ways, scrum down, cop ball. Just a messy old line out. Sherrimont just getting some attention too on the far side. Time off now. Back underway.
Crouch!
Cottesloe scrum.
Bind!
Sherrimont just had it. Nigaluri is just getting a breather.
Set!
holds his weight nicely on this close side of the scrum, and they start to drive through, but picked off at the back side of the ruck. Referee says play away on the far side. Nate Roberts charging up towards the line. Needs to throw the ball clear. No ruck formed. So we're just going to time out here for a second. Referee's going to check things. Not sure if there was a player offside retreating. See what happens here. Be interesting what Jones comes up with his AR. Just cutting out a little bit, so apologies. See the back of the scrum here. Roberts does seem like he picks that up without much interference from any feet at the back of the scrum. It's a good tackle by Meredith to bring him down. Then the next question would just be, is anyone offside there?
Yeah, sure.
Lost forward, scrum down.
We got Tony. Same again. Same again. Half there. Travel carry.
Catch! Point! Set!
Stable scrum this time. Nate Roberts doesn't look like he's going to be able to pick this one up. Fishing for penalty are Cottesloe, and they get what they're exactly after. Just getting far side popping up a little bit. And probably going to come back for the penalty here. No, they're going to have a little crack at the line. Second advantage here from the referee as well. Seems to have stuck the arm out. Diving on the ball, coming back.
Nothing coming.
Standing up is the call. We'll go back to the original scrum. Take a look at the little scrum here. Cottesloe hold it in for a little while, and then you just see on the far side, Pomare just starts getting turned in and under himself, just in no position really to defend. Good penalty advantage. And they'll just kick to clear. Cottesloe now can kick that one basically straight and let the wind push it across into touch. With no angle, gets that one almost to halfway. Solid kick. Taz up at 3, wins really nicely. Meredith will go short ball. Might have been Masson running on. Kaiser Reedy with a big run. Got a bit of pace going, but then went to ground. Meredith gets the offload for Al Haining on the outside. Just called forward, he was through the line. Sam Jones pulls him up immediately. They were absolutely through there. Only had Lovasich to beat at the back. Have one more look at it across here. Goes the offload. Oh, it's got to be right on the money. Just the way his arm cocks out backwards. Jones thinks that's given it away. Opportunity begging. Have a scrum down for Nedlands just inside the hour and a half now. 15, 16 odd gone in the first half. Probably about a minute or so of time off so far to account for.
Catch!
Cottesloe start the rumble once again. This one's got to get clear, then gets lost backwards off Cottesloe. Edwards managing to punch it back towards his own team, and they're going to get the turnover better for it. Edwards, outside ball. Fifi Vitova. Straight on the outside. Good little ball running there once again. Hupataz. Nowhere through the line. Meredith has runners on the outside. They decide to go against them. Go back door. Chances on the wing. Fifi Titova goes across. Grubbers through, but it's just going to bump awkwardly. Who's going to win the race over towards the corner? Lost forward off Nedlands. And a little bit of push and shove, taking exception there. Everybody's still trying to get involved. It's just the play after.
What about your bloke there, mate? Want to shut up? Give his hands to himself. Yeah, okay, get him. Oh, shut up. I'm supporting, mate. Okay, supporting. Shut up. 15. Whistle goes, we just drop it, eh? Yep, thank you. Good.
So time back on. Injuries all sorted. Scrum down. Cottesloe ball inside the 22. See if they can come away with a try here. First points of the afternoon on offer. Edwards feeds the scrum and it gets to the back quickly. Hoskins changes lanes to protect the ball. Going nowhere though. Meredith goes short ball. Al Haining losing it forward. Just needs to dive on this one. Does feed to Tova. And then scrum down Nedlands ball very defensively though. Nedlands need to get this one in and out quickly. It's all on Nate Roberts' feet. Certainly have the prowess to get this one out. Stuck in the middle though. Eventually the hook comes, but they're getting rolled backwards. This one comes spilling out the backside. Just need to try secure over the top. Lots of pressure coming through from Cottesloe though. They've won the ball. Just need to exit effectively now. Nielsen sitting in pocket, doesn't want it yet. Blake Phillips takes a little pick and drive. And they're still working up towards the 22, but they're losing a little bit of their angle to exit here.
That's fine.
It's fine. No ruck formed over the top of that one. Cottesloe get the turnover they are after. There's a lot of pressure, so they're going to go quickly outside. Meredith got it from Hoskins. He's going to jab one into the corner, but the winger was a little bit deep. Scott Nickel trying to run on, gets there eventually. Might have actually come away with it, lost forward. Gee, they gave Callum Thomas, was given that one every chance to be turned over in front of him. It's going to be lost forward into touch. Just see at this ruck here, nothing really coming from it. Straight over the top. Then it opens up. Ball was already spilling back from the turnover. That was legal. And then they just settled things out. And the clearing kick into the corner was good. Just a little bit behind the play, Scott Nickel. The bounce was just favourable. Callum Thomas needed to be more urgent underneath this ball. Just farting around with a little bit too much. Almost gave up a try in the corner. Now Nedlands still defensively. They've opted for the scrum over the line out.
Crouch. Bind. Shut.
Just a messy old ruck. Nate Roberts tried to get hands free for Callum Thomas, but decided against it. So now they're just circling around inside their own 22, eventually finding pocket. And this one's going to go long, not out. And they need to start chasing here. There's a line of 4 up in the face, but they're going to spin wide. Fifi to Tova, and they've got penalty advantage as well, probably for offside. That's a ruck as well, can't go over the top. We're going to go offside.
Never on side, you're always in front. Come on, come.
This is big here now for Cottesloe. Stupidly are going to tap and go. Wisely, Sam Jones pulls them up on it. Wasn't on the mark.
Set them up, boys. All right.
Don't know if that was going to be the call no matter what there from Meredith. There was still plenty of players there. Waiting for option. Cot scrum has been solid so far, but they have a very nice maul as well, so they're going to go corner. McDermott just doing the duties of making sure that one goes up onto the ladies' day 10. Full line set. They win this one up at 4 and they start the maul. There's an unsuccessful sack at the bottom of it. Ball still seems to be up in the air. They're going to try to change the channel a little bit here, but it's gone to ground. This is danger for Cottesloe. Can they retain possession? Looks like ball's available and they come across the back, diving towards the line, 2 metres out from the line. Edwards digging for it, trying to find an option. Wants to go back blindside. Hoskins going towards the line. Can the captain score the first try of the afternoon? Still going to be short. Trying to pick and go once again. Laying it back for a quick recycle, but Edwards just holding it. Need to release here, son. Need to give them a good chance. Huppertaz goes towards the line. Now they're going to go wide. Meredith, no. Tobias Hoskins around the corner towards the line, trying to spin backwards out of it. Will get held up once again from the side. Got to release the halfback there, diving underneath. Rory Edwards gets the first try. Beautiful bit of working pressure there from the entire Cottesloe lineup. They're going to come away with the first 5 points of the afternoon with a very easy kick to come from straight under the sticks. There's one down in back play for both sides. Just need a little bit of attention looked after. It might be Huppertaz for Cottesloe, who looks in a little bit of danger here. But we'll go back towards the try. They did well to work this across the field. Thought the Warrior was being a little bit too slow behind the plate. But just while fishing here at the back of one of them, decides to go back the other way. That was the Huppertaz one who maybe hurts a knee at the bottom of that ruck. He's up on his feet now, walking away actually. Edwards looks right here, doesn't like what's in front of him, so then just spots it there a little bit too wide. No A defender goes underneath the try.
Who's taking the kick?
And nobody has come forward from Cottesloe to take the kick.
Time's off. Time's off.
Time's off to take the kick as well because there was no elected kicker.
Sorry.
And conversion successful. Adding the extra 2. Cottesloe move up in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. 7-0 over the home side Nedlands. 26 gone real time. Probably about 16 left with time on and off. And we've still got Sherrymont behind the line with a little bit of danger on a finger. So time off again. We'll wait to get back underway in a moment's time. Time back on, ready to get underway. Sherrymont joins the line and Nate Roberts will get us low and longish. Just got to wait for the bounce on that one. Rolls over the shoulder. Nickel will kick this one straight back downfield and the wind will blow it into touch nicely again. He kept that one on a straight line and makes it up to almost halfway there. Will be the line out for Nedlands.
Line out, sir.
Nielsen needs to go flat ball. Blake Phillips takes some stopping when he gets going. Did really well there. Zeitzman takes a flat ball, but two there from Colt ready to meet him. Gets his hands free. Roberts will flick it out the side and then eventually go to Kirikiri. Fighting towards the line. Plenty of numbers out left here still, but the turnover's going to come Cottesloe. They've done well. Kaiseridi does blocking in the way of any attempt to get the counter ruck again.
Take him back.
Meredith, ugly kick. Fancy Kamira cleans it wide, then gets the hands on the inside. Scott Nicker, who tries to work back in field. Callum Thomas eventually trying to get over the top. Good little ruck work. Now they'll settle into their pace of play here, Cottesloe. That's just been lost forward, and we'll have a scrum down, just as they're about to settle into things. Time off once again.
Yeah, come.
We got one down in the back left corner. Was just scanning for it. Might be Nickel. No, Nickel's up and about. Unsure who it is down in the far corner there. Might be right shoulder.
They gonna sub it, mate? How you feeling?
Time back on, looks like we will proceed. Similar looking setup from both sides as to where we saw the Chimera Al-Haining line break from before. See if they go for a similar setup again. Force fed into the scrum. Need to maybe get this one out. Kaiseridi just angling in a little bit, and they start marching forward. Referee's happy with it in the end, and they end up winning the advantage from it as well. Edwards, Kamara, goes back door for Meredith, outside for Nickel, who wants to open up the gasket. Inside ball, Fifi to Tova, then off to Meredith again, sorry, McDermott. Just outside the 22, there's a hand in there for Nedlands. Now a nice little short ball, Masson towards the line again. Kaiseridi is going to take this one flat-footed and build up a little bit of steam and head towards the line. McDermott, wide ball. Good chance out wider there. Just flirting with the 22, but not really entering at the moment. Cottesloe blown backwards. Hoskins has to clean up after a messy ball at the back. Good tackle, Phillips. Smashing hit into the ruck. Fulgrave. Need to see some more carries out of him in the second half. Hupataz isolated, needs to get some support late. Eventually they find it. Trying to go over the top again. This is good defense here by Nedlands, but Cottesloe better for it. Fulgrave goes again, realising maybe what his work rate could be higher. A penalty advantage offside. This is exactly what Cottesloe want. They can extend their lead either way here. Kamara towards the line, but still not really progressing any metres are Cottesloe. They might be coming back here in a moment's time. Yes, we will. Straight in front of the sticks. Easy 3 points to extend the lead to 10-0, you would assume.
24.
Just offside, out a little bit wider.
Side.
And shot called in the end.
go back. Moving his arms, he's got that. Take him on the church. I don't match him off with his hands. You can come on. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, no. Never give it to him, so I'm happy.
Penalty struck nicely and has gone straight over the top. Cottesloe extend their lead 10 points to 0 over the top of the table. Nedlands bouncing back well here from last week's affairs against West Scarborough. About 10 minutes left in the first. Short high kickoff. Big contest. No one really wanted it from Nedlands. Huppertaz just brings it to ground. Ball on the outside, nice. Now they're going to spin wide at Nickel. Under a bit of pressure, so goes to the toe. Grubbers up, going to sit up for Thomas. Lovasic cracks back to the right-hand side, decides he wants to go himself. Great stable good for Nedlands. What are we going to go here?
But that guy's got to roll first.
Got to roll first. Just didn't allow the clean out to come through.
Yeah, he was good, but you were in the way.
Just see when they come to ground here. Play didn't roll, allowing the Cottesloe player Al Haining to go for the turnover. And nudging into touch about 30 from the line. Nedlands will need to fire back before the half here. Stolen. Cottesloe win it at about number 5. A nice short ball coming straight through. McDermott's done well. Flat ball. Hoskins. Haining. Straightens up and gets through the line. Gains a couple valuable metres. It's been good today so far, Al Haining. Edwards. Awkward little boxy grubbery through towards the corner. Just need to pick it up. Lovasic then fires it off around the corner. Trapped on the 22, but they've maintained possession. It's good work in the end.
Yeah, in. Yep, use it.
By Matuato. Just to secure things and they slow things down. Roberts will box kick over the top. Masson will be underneath this to receive and run things straight back. Bumps off the first, then Zeitzman's on the second.
No. Don't milk it. No.
Haining stepping inside one again, then losing forward. Just not able to hold on there. It's looking sharp though out wide. It's a good return here, Masson. Did well to get across the advantage line, and then there's this clean ball. But Al Haining receives this one from Edwards nicely. Steps inside the first, but just gets lodged free. I believe we had a change as well, so maybe the player down before, I might have missed it. Would have been Benjamin Meredith, who's gone off the field. There's a replacement down on the win, and McDermott's gone into from fullback to 10. Scott Nickel goes to fullback. He's played there before, that's okay. Just having a reset of this scrum. I believe it would be Chris Easton on the far side, replacing as well. In the 21 jersey should be. Yellow boots. Play left wing now. Scrum eventually comes together. Ball available at the back. Nate Roberts has to just dish that one on the dive. And kick to a nice little bit of space out wide, and it's going to bobble into touch. Not the worst exiting kick there. Happy with that one if you're Jackson Nielsen. Nate Roberts under a lot of pressure there from Edwards. Nielsen, that's just a handy kick. found the space. There was two back, but they were central and right wing based. Hapataz just gets a finger to it to knock that one backwards. Is that backwards through the hands? Yes, says the referee. Hoskins has done a lot of carries in this first half, trying to maintain his feet. Does well to gain the extra metres. Need a quicker cycle. They'll come down this side. McDermott will kick long. Will this wind hold it up enough? It's going to bounce inside the 22. Lovasic has to play. Goes backwards across for Thomas, who's got a little bit of space to move and keeps it inside the 22. Kicks to clear. Always inside. No, inside. The touch judge got to realise always in.
Always in.
Always in. Correct call by Sam Jones, your referee this afternoon. He's hot onto it.
Yep. Always in, yeah. Yep. All good, mate.
Flirted with danger here, Thomas. You just see when his left plant leg is right on the line there, but manages to stay inside. Correct call in the end after seeing the replay. Cottesloe ball just shy of halfway. 1.5 left real time, probably a couple to go with time added on. Thought there might have been a not straight call there, just caught on the outside shoulder, but it was more closing the gaps by Hoskins. Hapataz out wide, no real contest. Tries to get through again. Seitzman eventually gets the second up tackle. Penalty rolling over. Hapataz, it's a tough one, but just went the extra one just to stop the pilfer. Good little bit of space out wide here. Thought they did really well. Hapataz just giving it away. Has been good early in this half, just giving away two things though. Just see here as he gets tackled to ground. Second effort was good from Seitzman, and then just goes one more roll to stop Seitzman getting to his feet and getting over the top of the ball. They kick to clear, 43 from their own line. Short line out, 4-man. They'll try go up at 5. Gets over the top nicely. Nedlands can now start working a little bit wider. Phillips offloads out one more. Then goes Nielsen out wider. Maduato just not really sure what he was going for there, but then ends up with a loss forward off Cottesloe. All's well that ends well for Nedlands here. Try have a look what even happened in the middle of that tackle. It's a good little offload into a nice run. See out here, Nielsen just offloads Maduato. Gets stripped and then lost forward Cottesloe. That works it out quite well for us.
Catch. Bind. Set.
In and out. Nedlands don't want to muck around at scrum time. They've identified the weakness in the afternoon. Lovasic gets the ball wide, releases early. Maybe could have held on to that one a little bit more. And then lost forward, Cottesloe, maybe. Knocked down, referee's going to call no, knock on advantage comes now. Nate Roberts dices between the line. Tries to hold on to it, lets it go at the back there. We're going to come back. Offside. Never retreated. They had the knock on advantage. 6 offside. Masson will get done for it. They're under lots of pressure at that scrum. I just thought here on the outside, before this ball goes to Petrick from Lovasic, you could have taken a couple more steps, drawn in that defender a little bit more. They did well to keep it alive. Safety kick there from Nielsen. Didn't want to get that one too deep by the assume of things. So we're in red time now, probably only 1 or 2 minutes left in the half. Nice win up at the top. Hapataz been vital for Cottesloe in this first half. Kaiser Reedy ends up with it. Just accepts the ground eventually.
Carried back.
McDermott wobbles one down the middle. Lovasic will have another crack at the line. Wants to give it off early again to Petrick. Doesn't want to assess the options by himself. Thomas. Lavasic for Sherrymont. Almost slipping up. Good rush defence from Massett, not getting called offside on this occasion.
He goes forward off gold.
Lost forward advantage here. Cottesloe now with ball in hand. Maybe they can have the final crack at the half and extend this lead further. Huppataz spots half a gap, then gets the ball on the outside. McDermott tries to run straight over the top. Advantage is over. Blindside little crack. Chance for Fifi Tatova on the wing. Just trying to beat Lavasic. Manages to stay in the field of play. No. Flag goes up. Line out Neddy's ball. Gee, it was a good little bit of work. Trying to get down the wing. Fifi Tatova. I'm unsure if he was in touch there. I'd want to see that one more time maybe. Just cracking down the wing here. Just see when he makes it. Oh, maybe that toe. Flag goes up late for it. Maybe that toe just makes its way into touch. A little bit of paint, any bit of paint counts. So we've been here before in this half. Defensive line out, Nedlands ball. Just need to survive and clear. Want to keep this gap at 10 points if possible leading into the half. Sub going off for Cottesloe. Oh no, four-man line out, sorry. Risky play. Why would you go the trick front play on your defensive line out inside the 22? Not straight the call. Scrum down, Cottesloe ball. It's been their big weapon. And expect this one to be one of the most pressurised scrums we've seen of the half if Cottesloe weren't doing that already. Got everyone set out on the left-hand side, quite widely spaced and relatively flat. Solid platform, just going round on its axis a bit, knees it down from Sherrymont. They blow over the top now. It's going to be Tom Sherrymont down first. Edwards gets clear, Fifi Tatova loses it forward, but we're going to come back 24 on his knees. Scrum called again. Cottesloe won every single bit of this. Surely this will take us to halftime now, so we should be in the final play of things. Everyone taking their time to form their scrum up. Platform looks solid this time. Sherrymont now getting worked in. Advantage already. It's gone down on the other side this time. Edwards, Fifi Tatova, who's going to go himself towards the line. Could get over, does. What a great little line. Everybody thinks he's going to give that offload out a little bit wider. But a beautiful little run. Tommy Fifi Tatova gets himself over the line, extends this Cottesloe lead, 15 points to nil with a kick to come right next to the sticks. Should take us into half-time. Just look at the way he attacks the line here. Steps inside 9 and 10. Bit of lazy defense there from Nielsen. That was his man to come up and through on. Can't expect Nate Robinson to do it all himself. Need two men in that tackle when you're on goal line. Leave that wing open far. McDermott to take the kick, extend the lead. And the ladder leaders in danger here this afternoon. Conversion successful, half-time called. Nedlands 0, Cottesloe 17 in your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the week. We'll be right back with your second half. Yeah, all good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back down to the second half of your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the week. A dominant display in the first half by Cottesloe, getting up 17 points to 0 over Nedlands. Has been the point scoring half here this afternoon, this right-hand side of your screens. A little bit of wind assist blowing towards that corner. We'll see if Nedlands can bounce back for their home crowd on Ladies' Day and start to get back involved into this contest. Ball was out, good work by Nate Roberts to come forward through there. Smashes Edwards backwards, he looks a little bit bemused, but it is lost forward.
Right, well, what do you want to do, boys? We'll go there, maybe? We'll go here.
See a scrum immediately in the second half. Lots of pressure was being put on Sherrymont in the first half. Need to stand strong here. Even Pomare got popped up once.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Ball's there at the back. Phillips trying to dig it out, but the shove from Cottesloe way too strong. They've turned it over. Comes out the back. Trying to have a look through Al Haining in the middle of the field. Gets it off for Panshi Kamara, who palms off one and through. Zeitzman's giving chase, but he's nowhere near. Two across the back here for Cottesloe. Faking going. Panshi Kamara might go all the way here. They are going to score immediately. Straight over the top. Cottesloe are looking dominant here this afternoon. They've shaken off the woes of last week. And they're going to move up 22-0. Kick to come. Al Haining down in back play, which is a little bit of a worry. He's clutching the right ankle. Comes from the scrum turnover here. Getting it out back. McDermott does well to fire one wide. Al Haining, we'll see where, he just gets his ankle caught underneath there. But the strength from Panshi Kamara to go straight through the line. Takes the angle on the outside. Fakes this one to Fifi Totova on the inside. No real match. Petrick didn't do well enough to get the tackle around the outside. Kamara chucks that one up in the air in celebration. Very happy with himself. Back live down on the ground there now. A little bit of concern there. Al Haining, such a vital part of this back line, was pivotal in the first half to at least keep Cottesloe competitive in some areas. Conversion to come in now, goes high, dicing with the wind, unsuccessful, and this will be the story for Cottesloe in the second half. Unfortunately, Al Haining, as you see just there, he is now as ginger as possibly could be, limping across to the sideline. This might take a second. Yeah, they're bringing out some extra support for him so he can actually get carried across now.
Time's up.
Time back on.
Time's up.
Nielsen sits one up on the 22. Cottesloe to regather and bring back towards the play.
Go! Advantage. Let's go!
Penalty advantage, let it go. There's going to be a bit of a scuffle there as well. Couple of handbags, nothing too much there. Jones on top of things.
Back we go, mate.
Try to spot what happens at the bottom of this ruck.
So the first thing I've got rolling.
It's just for not rolling away, and there was just a little bit of a hand or two involved there, so then when we turn back around, they all get up and have a chat.
Yeah, actually by another step. No, we'll have a chat to him.
Can have a chat to a couple of them.
Now this is on me. The tackle was made on the floor, and you've had your hand around his neck, pulling the player on the floor. You're going to the bin.
What?
I understand. I'm going to have a chat to him. But this is the first incident. Nice.
Penalty is going to still remain the same way. AR has
Number
brought in
7.
a report.
No, number 6, sorry. 6.
What's wrong there?
Famare had his hand around the neck of a player on the ground trying to play him away.
The tackle was made first, so I understand now he's unprovoked, but we just don't need to carry on afterwards. It's the same message. Yeah, I understand. Yep.
Just a sharp warning there for Cottesloe to not carry on with things. So that was maybe what the hands and the shuffles were at the bottom of the ruck. Nedlands now, if things weren't already in a tricky position, down 22-0 with now 1 in the bin, their main prop, Famare. 1 at the top, Edwards didn't have anywhere to go, rush defense was good. Looks as well now, Cottesloe, with Alhaning going to the bench. Might have brought on a spare loose forward and moved their captain Tobias Hoskins back to his old role at outside centre. Passy Camara straight through the line once again. Got his good, tries to grub it, but just got his foot caught in the ground offside. Gee, everything happening at the moment here. It's a dicey little run by Edwards just to try and maintain possession, wait for his forwards to loop back around. Shot going to be called here by Cottesloe, so got a moment to process this replay. Once again, we'll try to see where Camara goes wrong. It's a good little late ball from Hoskins, flat, maybe almost forward, and tries to get his leg free to kick this one, but just drags along the ground and then lost forward by Lavasic into another Nedlands player. So a chance to extend the lead to 25 points. McDermott has been good today, filled his role nicely into 15 after Meredith went off injured. He's been able to answer the call nicely.
I still know when the tea comes up. I'm happy with it.
Good nudge. Penalty successful, 25-0 now the scoreline in your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the week.
Come on, Cop, back down there.
Roberts, shortish kickoff. Goes over the heads, bounce backwards for Nedlands. Stripped as well through the contest, then lost forward. Blue will have a scrum down. Messy old kickoff. Trying to go through every single bit of it. Gets stripped through the tackle there, then lost forward. 20 replacement, who will be the loose forward replacement for Cottesloe. Sending Hoskins into the centres.
Yeah, that's all good. Let's go, boys.
We're good here, let's go. Let's go. 300 again. Let's go, let's go.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Picked off the back, Roberts short ball. Nice little charging run there from Pestrick. Goes wide, Zeitzman tries to attack the line. He's got a good bit of speed on him, could go towards the corner, just gets tackled really nicely by Nickel. Eventually ball pops up and around.
Off.
Slow ball to come out. Lavasic trying to dive on it. Has to just surrender underneath things.
No.
Trying to dive around the corner. Hoskins then has to leave it again. Might still just be stolen. Really well done there by Tobias Hoskins, who got round. Nowhere through the gaps. McDermott leaves it behind. Could be cleaned up. No, penalty offside. Sherrymont just going a little bit too soon.
17. No, just here.
No, I mean, just you had an arm up for an advantage.
No, I cancelled that. Wait, which one?
Like way.
Oh, mate, I'm just...
Sorry,
just
yeah.
move on.
All good.
Nice safe kick into touch. Couple of subs coming on for Cottesloe.
7. Yep. 3, yep.
So Kaiser Reedy and Moal heading to the bench. Nicely won at the top. Nowhere really to go. Just trying to buy some time. McDermott eventually finds Nickel wider. He's going to jab through the line. Probably the best of the options available. Lovasic has to circle around the back of this one. Loses it backwards into touch. Rare error there from Lovasic. Ends up being a great kick by Scott Nickel. Hard to deal with. Lovasic circled around this one nicely and just went to go grab it then, but just bobbled it off the top of his finger. No good at all. Cottesloe just outside the 22. If they get another one here, they'll be really a formidable force leading into the final sections of this game. Short ball is nice. Nowhere there for Fifi Titova.
Back.
Lost backwards. Edwards chips for the corner. Sits up for Petrick. Nowhere to really go, so he's going to fire across the back. Finds its way to Zeitzman. They can break through here. Zeitzman reckons he can beat them. Does beat them. Now he's open. Could go over the top. It finds a little kick over towards the right-hand side. Trying to chase onto it. Nielsen, who gathers. Trying to work towards the line. Throws it back on the inside. Just getting turned over eventually, but there's not too many Cottesloe players there. And penalty Nedlands, sealing. Just killing the ball. Tapping and going, trying to go up towards the line. Penalty advantage, not 10. Nicely done, Kiri Kiri, to pull the penalty. Slow to get to their feet. We're going to go not 10 anyway. Penalty 6 metres out here now for Nedlands to get on the board and to maybe start something. Roberts looks like he wants to tap and go. Will tap and go. Goes wider for Cooper. Lovasic shows, goes, doesn't really get through the hole he wanted, has to crack again. Hustling around everywhere.
No, blue! Leave it!
Getting called off the ball. Now they've got to be close, Nedlands. They're only about half a metre away from the line. There's forwards everywhere in the mix here. Not sure who's going to go over the top, but it might be held up on this occasion is.
Held up. Strong touch.
Unable to light the fire yet. It was a good bit of phase work towards the line there by Nedlands, doing everything they possibly could to get over the line. They're going to send in some reinforcements from the bench as well here. Looks like yellow card asking to return as well. Nedlands will be back to a full complement of 15 here. Not quite yet. Referee just holds them off. Can have a little chat between the captains as well.
Thank you for him. I'm just giving him a chance to roll.
What's the elbow?
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yep. Yeah, bring him on. Yep. Start for the card. Ben. Yep. Yep.
So yellow card still off the field. A couple of changes have been made. Fresh legs somewhere in there for Nedlands. Scrum down 5 metres out to kickstart their second half and start clawing this lead back if possible at all.
Coach.
Would love one here.
Bind.
Need to get it in and out of the scrum, not their strong suit on today's occasions. Ball's there. Roberts, what option will he choose? Picks himself. Hoskins is off feet now and going to get blown for it. And they're going to tap and go. Big Blake Phillips tries to attack the line. Wider, even wider still, the 17 replacement gets over the line and scores. Handy bit of work. Finally in this game now are Nedlands. And it might be Farron McCoy, who is the try scorer, according to the lists. It's a nice little dart. Granting the penalty, you just see 8 blue there, just falling over the top. I think it was Hoskins. Could have been 6 though. Hard to tell, both got the strapping on their head. Little tap and go Phillips. Goes towards the line nicely, and then it just gave the space out wide, because obviously Cottesloe want to suck in here. Good double pass on the outside. McCoy just straight over the line, all good. Nice strike on the conversion, but it's going to just curl a little bit too far to the left. Score remains 5 points to 0. Yellow card has returned to the field. Pomare back on. Now got a full complement of 15 to play with again.
Yeah, it was never really. We had the replacement flag that was attached from the line. So there's a couple creeping up down there.
Coming up on the halfway point of this second half. Finally a score for Nedlands. Cottesloe 25 points with a 20-point lead. Taking that one on the backward steps and then eventually coming back towards the line. High tackle, we'll have that straight away.
I'm going to bin him.
And looks like they'll go straight to the bin as well here. So the replacement prop, that's just not ideal at all. Comes straight onto the field a few minutes later, was high, and gets sent to the bin. So now Cottesloe with one in the bin. All the pieces of the recipe starting to come together if you're watching for Nedlands. Can they start working forward even more aggressively? That's a great kick into touch. Ball comes out the side. Nielsen, Pomare. Must be feeling fresher after his stint on the sideline. But loses it forward, turning it over. Might have been stripped even through the middle there. Bouncing up, trying to chase onto it. Fifi Titova, he's going to get the penalty, blocked out of it. Was blocked out of it. Thinking about it, he was chasing with a bit of speed, got shoved to the side. Cottesloe get a penalty back. Time to just relax into things here, take their time in the goal line. Try waste a little bit of this 10 minutes, try keep them down here. Forwards having a big conference here, well away from the mark. Just see here, Pomare, I think it was stripped in the middle there, which would be fantastically done if so. Gets laid back nicely. Edwards over the top, and then it will be Fifi Titova, just blocked out of it there. Back live with a line out inside the 22. Very threatening time for Cottesloe if they can answer back straight away. Huppertaz brings it to ground, and they start setting up more. The sack unsuccessful and just in the way at the bottom of that there. Stopped moving once the call. Might need to get this one out. Edwards doesn't want it. They peel off to the right-hand side and might head towards the line. Yes, try. Too easy there. Reedy straight through the middle. Wanted to find Edwards to give the ball out the back, but they've scored another try. 5 plays, 30, kick to come. Just see here, they form up them all nicely. Sack unsuccessful, whoever's at the bottom of that. Reedy's got the ball at the back, not really trying to push. Tries to find Edwards, but then he sees a little bit of a gap open on the right-hand side. Goes himself, and Reedy scores a try. Great work by the hooker. 5 to 30, kick to come. Exactly what Cottesloe needed with a man in the bin is 90 seconds to take this kick. Struck a little bit better this time. Conversion is successful. 32 plays 5 in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the week. Nedlands now in huge trouble of losing this one. Time off for some more subs.
Coming off. Rowan, who's coming off? Yep. On you.
A couple have found their way to the sideline. Looks like one of the replacements coming on, Herschel Klassen. Almost in front of the kicker there, Nedlands. Coming through.
Bonus goal.
Lost forward advantage. Pomare manages to hold onto the ball this time. Roberts. Held up through contact, Maduato.
Okay, advantage over.
Zeitzman heads up towards the line. Flat ball on the outside. Just taking their time working this one up. As well, the replacement.
Release.
Just waiting for release here in the middle. Yeah, not going to get there at all. Cottesloe not releasing the man. By the looks of things as well, so it looks like Jackson Nielsen's gone off. Nate Roberts fills into 10. Klassen comes into 9. He'll also take the kicking duties as he shapes towards the corner now. Inside the 22 once again. Need another try, peg that bit of lead back again. It's all going to be about conversions here now. How many times can you get to the 22? How many times can you convert on that possession?
Knowledge to me, mate.
Looks like Zeitzman heading to the side of the field as well now, so another replacement. Both benches being tested this afternoon. One's tipped backwards from Cottesloe, but it might just be filtering across into touch. And will be.
Forward off. Forward off.
conversation on the far side there between the referee and AR trying to get the right decision. Might be a loss forward blue, then off gold into touch. Yeah, we're going to go scrum down. Nedlands ball.
Nothing in the contact. I was just checking the knock on. Who knocked it on by? Number 9. Okay.
Even more changes now with Zeitzman going off to this Nedlands backline. Looks like Lovasic has filled into outside centre. Petrick inside. King has come off the bench. Looks like he'll fill at fullback. This might just be the attacking setup. Straight down both sides here. Have that one again.
We're not going to move. We're just... Let's go, Louis! Crouch! Bind! Set!
Scrum stays up this time, gets scraped straight towards the back. Ugly ball for Roberts, who eventually is going to go backdoor King, losing it forward. Now there's a little bit of knock-on advantage to take advantage of. Could even have two in there. Trying to get a turnover, Nedlands, so we're probably going to see this one get blown up. No. Yes.
Out. Just inside. Just inside there. Oh no, yeah, just inside. 22. You're inside. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Nedlands might actually win this one. No, referee's going to have a reset. Just started wheeling around immediately as soon as the ball came in.
Boys, we're taking just a step here. There's a bit more grass. All right, try this.
Just worried about footing here. All the players cleaning their boots every scrum at the moment.
Square and steady. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Big shove this time, Nedlands. They're starting to wind the pressure up at scrum time. Big run from number 8, though. This is huge after getting mauled at scrum time. Stripped in the contact. That's really well done by Nielsen. Trying to shape away, not sure where to go, but Kiri jabs one in behind the line. Clearing kick's going to come. It's not going to be out. Klassen underneath. Needs to weigh up his options. Nate Roberts is there to receive the pass one off. He's going to run towards the line and he's going to try go through himself. Beats the first one, no way through 2. Klassen, backdoor ball. The replacement number 8. And just losing it forward through that little bit of contact there, no good.
Are you happy with it?
Was good by Nate Roberts here. Wouldn't have been surprised if he jabbed that one down into the corner, but I suppose possession is key here when you're trying to get points on the board from a big deficit. Looks like yellow card is returning here now for Cottesloe as well from the high tackle. So 15 on 15, Cottesloe able to hold off the pressure while they were a man down in the bin. Scrum could go either way. Referee just allows it to play. Ball was available at the back. Cottesloe now just trying to fight forward once again. Seen similar tactics from them, just peeling 1 or 2, 3 off in those first couple phases. Now Hoskins looking around, trying to find an option, decides he's the only one for it. Ends up being a handy carry over the advantage line. Good crash up, this is halfway. It's offside, pulls out of it wisely enough. Edwards, Huppertaz back to McDermott. It's going to bounce just.
Yeah, I'll come down next time, next one. Thanks, mate. Come, mate. 4.
Little knock on at the top there, going to be scrummed down.
Yep. Let's go, Cottesloe. Easy up, baby, let's go. Time off. 12. Time off. Time off. Put it back off, yeah. Yeah. Time's off, Blue.
Finally time to get back underway. Plenty of injuries this afternoon. Bench is absolutely max loaded surely at this point. Scrum down, Nedlands ball. Referee wants them to stand up and go again. Ball finally gets in now. Cottesloe coming through and rumbling. So the ball has to come out the back. Petrick tries to do a cheeky offload, doesn't come to hand. Maybe getting held back a little bit there by Lovasich. Referee's going to play away. No, we're not. First knock on gold. Come back for a scrum, Cottesloe ball.
Nathan. Yes, you. Cool. Blue.
Pace off the pass,
You're captain now, hey? You're captain. Catch. Bind. Set.
Players starting to tire throughout these scrums this afternoon. The ball's going to just still stay available at the back of this one. It's come around and they're still attached. Lost backwards gold and then forward blue. Really well done here by Klassen at the back. Stays on side, stays around from it. And then just reacts quickly as soon as that 8 goes to the ball. He knows he's a bit quicker than him. Knocks that backwards, gets the hand over the front, knocking back.
Catch. Bind. Set.
Edwards responds in kind to Klassen, who gets shafted behind the back of the scrum. Eventually just trying to get it up and around. Risky ball, turned and stripped backwards blue. Diving on it nicely, slowing things down.
Wait, back.
It's probably going to be a yellow card here. Kiri. I mean, that's pretty soft for me. The vice captain of Nedlands knew he was offside. Ball came to him and he just slaps it away. If you've ever seen a sign of someone giving up and not wanting to take any further part in the game, it's pretty much exactly that right there, and not something you want out of your vice captain. Pretty disappointed in that, if I can be so honest. Antonio Kiri in the bin for the remainder of this game, you would assume. Just see here why the line out forms. Gets himself offside, stays there, and smacks the ball away on purpose. Sums up Nedlands' afternoon, to be honest. Just a little bit too soft. Disappointing from the current table leaders, who've been so dominant since the start of the year, knocking off UWA from the top of the ladder after their blistering start to the year. Play gets back underway, shifting through hands, but probably about 8 out from the line now. Edwards goes digging. Thought he's had a really good game this afternoon. Replacement prop back off from his yellow card stint. Then Reedy. Been good the last 2 weeks. Backs are switching play now. They want to go. Inside ball just gets juggled through the hands, but then straight through. Cottesloe, no. Forward pass. And called across from the sideline. Scrum down Netherlands ball, just really defensively. It's a messy old line out that we're seeing here in front of us, just everyone going every way. Cottesloe getting away with one there, just hitting and chasing a little bit too much. Could just be a free kick for early. Get us out of here. It's going to take a little bit more time off the clock here as well now. 20 seconds left running time, but probably been a good 4 or 5 minutes roughly of time added on in the second half, so we'll have to wait and see to get towards the end of this game. It's been a great afternoon of rugby down here. Cottesloe won in the 3rd and 2nd grade. Now they're going to take out 1st grade. Strong showing from the club coming down to the foreshore this afternoon. Maybe liking in the area a little bit more. Ball comes in, Nedlands ball at back. Flat ball. Good little crash. Nedlands doing well to stay inside their 22, but giving themselves a little bit more room to breathe. One coming around the corner and gets halfway through the line. Late little charge here for Nedlands. Can they make something of it? No real support around to help out. Townsend did well to get as far as he did. Klassen grabs the ball out. Lovasic goes wider. And then wider again. Petrick, I think maybe on the wing, or it could be King. No, this might just still be another replacement on the wing there as well now. trying to dive on at Cottesloe. Did really well at the back. Plenty of numbers pouring in from both sides, but the ball secured here for Cottesloe. Must use it here. Picking off once. Slow ball, pocket. And nicely into touch. Just exiting cleanly there, Cottesloe, after a little bit of a threat into the corner. Messy old line out, eventually comes out the back for Cottesloe. Not really sure what was happening at the front of that one. Could have gone any which way. Straight through the line though, good little break through the gaps. Building towards the line now, onto the boot, out wide here for the replacement 21. Could go all the way towards the corner. No, just stolen. Petrick did well, and then taken back, scrum down Cottesloe ball. Or it might have just been grounded in goal. It looks like we're pointing towards the 22, was already in goal. It was a nice little break through the middle from Cohen Masson. Rubber into the corner, that might have been quite the nice try, but Petrick did well to ground that one. 22 dropout, dying minutes of this game. Nice high central floating dropout. McDermott fires outside to Fifi Tatovo. He's had a great game today, if I'm honest, as well. Just found himself in the right amount of space and time when required. Scored himself a beautiful try. This counter-ruck, not sure about it, but referee's letting it go on, so maybe it's going to be a turnover here. Eventually pops out, someone went digging. Hoskins just fires one wildly out the back for Henrik. He's going to kick on the outside and go towards the line. Half a couple line breaks now. Camara once again through the line. What footwork can he put on display? Called out short from the line, turnover almost comes, couldn't hold on the entire way. Flat ball, trying to get hands free one more time. Cottesloe will score one more time, yes they will. It's the captain Tobias Hoskins, asked for his teammates to bring him up to ground. 37-5 now the score. It's been a whirlwind of a day here. Cottesloe just too good, too strong. Going to have a kick to come, and we must be ending towards the dying moments of this game by now.
You got 45.
Conversion successful. 39 plays 5. Not the scoreline we were expecting to see here this afternoon, that is for sure. Take one more look at it. Good ball from McDermott. Then Humpataz offloads Hoskins. Just palms off Lovasich over the line. Pomare not there in time to have enough effect to stop that one.
Got cleared off the ball. He wasn't really in a...
Nobody wants the kickoff. Eventually wrangled at the back. Nedlands in control. Could get the final say of things. Back door. Lovasich on the outside. Matamato. Good short ball, the replacement 8. Came on to Blake Phillips, don't have a name for him, apologies. Coming back for the penalty offside, I believe.
4 and 16. Yep.
Herschel Klassen will go to the corner. Could get this one deep over into the ladies' day tent with the right angle, no.
Last play, boys.
Wanted to get that one out. Last play, the call from the referee. So bouncing back from last week when we saw Cottesloe unable to get things done against West Scarborough. They come out against the top of the table, Nedlands. Give them a bit of a shellacking here this afternoon. Captain Tobias Hoskins will be ready, be up and about with this win. Trick line out play. Just keeping it alive, Nedlands. Want to get one more consolation try. Try get into double figures here. Ball lost.
Ball's available.
Klassen told to give it out. Lovasic, inside ball. Outside again. Trying to get something working for Patrick on the outside. Nothing really showing there. Straightening was Townsend again. Lovesic, cross kick, all or nothing into the corner. Can they come away with the ball? No, juggling through people. Sherrimon. They get the lost forward advantage. It's not going to matter. Realising the ball was almost out, Cooper comes back and then gets onto it. Penalty. This game's still going to continue. Klassen taps and goes. The smallest man on the pitch goes for himself. Just gets short of the line. Oh, thought he was about to dive and stretch out.
Hands and feet. Back. Advantage.
Advantage offside. Hans offside. Then diving towards the line. Do they think they've got that one there? Yes. Sam Jones will give them the try. Bit of consolation at the end. 5-39, kick to come. And after the kick, we'll see the end of this game with Cottesloe being dominant and successful. It's been one hell of a ride here this afternoon. Just unable to cross the line enough times, Cottesloe. Nedlands. Cottesloe get themselves firmly in the top four. One more round left before we head to finals. Just waiting on the kick to come. Strikes well, but unsuccessful. Final score in this game, Nedlands 10, Cottesloe 39 in the Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll catch you all next time. We'll leave Ladies' Day up in the far corner to continue on throughout the night.